Hello, everyone. Today, we will learn about thinking in English. This is a very important skill. It helps you speak better. It helps you understand better. It helps you feel more comfortable with English. We will share many helpful ideas. These ideas will work for everyone, from new learners to people who already know a lot of English. We want you to feel connected to these ideas. We want you to find them useful for your real life. Step 1. Why thinking in English matters. Imagine you want to say something in English. If you first think in your own language, then translate, it takes a lot of time. It can also make your English sound unnatural. Your mind is doing extra work. It's like your brain is a computer, and it's running 2 programs at once. One program is for your first language, and the other is for English. When you think directly in English, your brain only runs one program. This makes everything faster and smoother. You can speak more quickly. You can understand more quickly. It helps you feel more natural when you speak. It helps you feel more confident. This is not just about speaking. It is also about listening, reading, and writing. When you read an English book, if you translate every word in your head, it's very slow. If you think in English while you read, you understand the meaning directly. This saves time and makes learning more fun. It helps your brain get used to the patterns of English. It makes English feel like a part of you. This is a big step in becoming truly good at English. It's like learning to ride a bicycle. At first, you think about every small movement. But after some time, you just ride. Thinking in English is like that. It becomes natural. It helps you express your true self in English without the extra step of translation. It connects you more deeply with the language, making it feel less like a school subject and more like a tool for life. This connection makes learning enjoyable and long-lasting. Step 2. Start small. Start now. You do not need to speak perfectly to start thinking in English. You can begin with very simple things. Look around you right now. What do you see? A chair? A table? A window? Try to name these things in English in your head. Do not say them out loud yet. Just think the words. For example, if you see a chair, think chair. If you see a book, think book. You can also describe simple actions. If you are drinking water, think, I am drinking water. If you are walking, think, I am walking. This is like building a house. You start with small bricks. Each small thought in English is a brick. Over time, you will have many bricks. This is not about being correct all the time. It is about trying. It is about making a habit. Think about your feelings. Are you happy? Think, I am happy. Are you tired? Think, I am tired. Do this for 5 minutes every day. Then, slowly make it 10 minutes. Then 15 minutes. Do not put pressure on yourself. This is a gentle exercise for your brain. It helps your brain get used to using English for everyday things. It makes English feel less like a foreign language and more like a normal way to think. Every small thought is a victory. It's like planting a tiny seed. With time and care, it will grow into a big tree. This simple beginning is the foundation for all the amazing English communication you will do in the future. It helps you create a quiet, personal space in your mind where English can truly take root and flourish. Step 3. Describe your day in English. One powerful way to practice thinking in English is to describe your daily activities in your mind. From the moment you wake up until you go to sleep, try to narrate your day to yourself in English. For instance, when your alarm rings, you can think, "My alarm is ringing. It is 7 o'clock. I need to wake up." As you get out of bed, think, "I am getting out of bed now. I feel a little sleepy." When you brush your teeth, think, "I am brushing my teeth. The toothpaste tastes minty." This exercise is very helpful because it uses words and phrases that are relevant to your life. You are not trying to memorize new words from a list. You are using the words you already know, or you are trying to find the words for things you do every day. This makes the learning very personal and practical. It helps you connect English directly to your own experiences. If you do not know a word, do not worry. You can think of a similar word, or you can describe it. For example, if you don't know the word for toaster, you can think, "I am putting bread into the machine that makes it hot and crispy." This helps you build your vocabulary in a natural way. It also trains your brain to think flexibly in English, even when you face challenges. This constant internal narration creates a continuous loop of English in your mind. It makes English less like a subject you study and more like a language you live in. This practice makes your inner voice an English voice, which is a major step toward fluency. It transforms passive learning into an active, ongoing engagement with the language, making every moment an opportunity for growth and reinforcement. Step 4. Talk to yourself silently. This step might sound a little strange, but it is very effective. Have silent conversations with yourself in English. This is different from just describing your day. Here, you are asking questions and answering them. You are expressing opinions. For example, you might be at a store looking at clothes. You could think, "Do I like this shirt? No, it's too expensive. Maybe I should look for a cheaper one. This color is nice though. Or, if you are planning your day, you could think, what should I do after lunch? Maybe I will go to the park. No, it might rain. I will stay home and read a book. This internal dialogue helps you practice forming full sentences and expressing more complex ideas. It allows you to experiment with different phrases and sentence structures without the pressure of speaking to another person. You can make mistakes and no one will know. This freedom helps you take risks with the language. It builds confidence. It also helps you clarify your thoughts in English before you speak them aloud. When you are ready to speak, the words will come out more easily because you have already practiced them in your mind. This silent practice also helps you develop a stronger inner voice in English, which is crucial for natural communication. It is like a private rehearsal space where you can perfect your lines and delivery. This constant mental workout makes your brain more agile in switching to and staying in English, preparing you for real-world interactions where quick thinking is essential. Step 5. Think about your hobbies and interests. Connect thinking in English with the things you love to do. If you like to cook, think about your recipes in English. First, I need to chop the onions. Then I will add the oil to the pan. I will stir it until the onions are soft. If you enjoy playing a sport, think about the rules or strategies in English. I need to pass the ball to my teammate. We should score a goal. The opponent is very strong. If you like to read, think about the story or characters in English. The main character is brave. I wonder what will happen next. The author writes very well. This approach makes thinking in English much more enjoyable and less like a chore. When you are thinking about something you are passionate about, your brain is more engaged. You are naturally motivated to find the right words and express your ideas clearly. This personal connection makes the English you learn and use more memorable and meaningful. It also expands your vocabulary in areas that are important to you. For example, if you are a gardener, you will learn many English words related to plants, soil, and tools. This makes your English more specific and useful for your life. It also helps you see English not just as a language for school or work, but as a language for your whole life, for your passions and hobbies. This integration makes English a part of your identity and broadens the scope of your mental conversations. It transforms your personal interests into powerful learning opportunities, making the journey of language acquisition much more authentic and fulfilling. Step 6. Use English for problem solving. When you face a small problem in your daily life, try to think about the solution in English. For example, if your phone battery is low, think, "My phone battery is low. I need to find my charger. Where did I put it? Maybe it's in my bag. Yes, here it is. Now I can charge my phone." If you are trying to decide what to wear, think, "What should I wear today? It's a bit cold outside, so I need a jacket. This blue shirt looks good with these pants." This practice forces your brain to use English for logical thinking and decision-making. It is not just about naming objects or describing actions. It is about using English to process information and come to conclusions. This is a higher level of thinking. It helps you develop fluency in practical situations. When you solve problems in English, you are also improving your critical thinking skills in the language. You are learning how to analyze situations, weigh options, and make choices, all while using English. This makes your English more functional and adaptable to real-world challenges. It moves you beyond simple vocabulary and grammar exercises into a more dynamic and engaging use of the language. This type of active engagement makes your brain work harder in English, strengthening your linguistic pathways and making the language a more natural tool for navigating life's everyday puzzles. It builds confidence in your ability to handle unexpected situations in English, making you more resilient as a speaker. Step 7. Narrate your surroundings. When you are walking, sitting on a bus, or waiting in a line, try to describe what you see and hear in English. This is a wonderful way to use real-life situations for practice. For example, if you are at a park, you might think, "I see many trees. The leaves are green. There are children playing. They are running fast. A dog is barking. The sky is blue today." If you are in a coffee shop, you could think, "The music is soft. People are talking. I smell coffee. Someone is reading a newspaper. The barista is making a drink." This helps you build your vocabulary for common objects, actions, and sounds. It also trains your brain to quickly find the English words for things around you. You are using your eyes and ears to feed your brain new English information. This makes the learning very active and immersive. It is not like studying from a book. It is about observing your world and putting it into English words. This constant observation and mental narration also improves your ability to describe things accurately and vividly in English. It makes you a better observer and a better communicator. It bridges the gap between seeing something and being able to express it fluently, making your mental landscape an English one. This practice cultivates an active engagement with your environment, transforming mundane moments into rich opportunities for language acquisition and internal verbalization. Step 8. Use English for your feelings and emotions. Learning to express your feelings in English is very important. It helps you connect with others and with yourself on a deeper level. Try to name your emotions in English. If you feel happy, think, I feel happy today. This makes me smile. If you feel sad, think, I feel a little sad. Maybe I need to listen to some music. If you feel tired, think, I am so tired. I need a rest. This might seem simple, but many people find it hard to talk about feelings in a new language. By thinking your emotions in English, you are making it easier for yourself to express them when you speak. This also helps you understand English words for feelings better. When you connect an English word directly to how you feel, it becomes more meaningful. It helps you build emotional vocabulary. This is crucial for having real conversations and building strong relationships in English. It allows you to be truly yourself in the language. It moves beyond just factual information and into the rich world of human experience. This inner practice of emotional labeling in English creates a more profound and personal connection to the language, enabling you to articulate your inner world with greater authenticity and ease. It makes English not just a tool for communication, but a vehicle for self-expression and emotional understanding. Step 9. Dream in English. This is a fun and advanced step. Sometimes, when you are learning a new language, you might start to dream in that language. If this happens, it is a very good sign. It means your brain is really getting used to English. You cannot force yourself to dream in English, but you can create conditions that might make it happen. Before you sleep, try to read something in English or listen to an English podcast. Think about your day in English. Immerse yourself in the language as much as possible before bed. Even if you do not dream in English, just the act of preparing your mind for English before sleep is helpful. It reinforces the language in your subconscious. If you do happen to have an English dream, try to remember it when you wake up and think about it. I had a dream. I was speaking English to someone. It felt real. This is a sign that English is becoming a natural part of your thinking process. It shows that your brain is integrating English deeply. While dreaming in English isn't a required step for fluency, it's a fascinating indicator of how deeply the language is embedding itself in your mind. It reflects a level of comfort and integration where English is no longer just a conscious effort, but part of your subconscious landscape, signifying a significant milestone in your language journey. It signifies a profound level of cognitive assimilation, where the language is no longer just a skill, but an intrinsic part of your thought processes. Step 10. Plan and organize in English. Use English to plan your day, your week, or even your future. When you make a to-do list, write it in English. Today, buy groceries. Call John. Finish report. When you think about what you will do tomorrow, think it in English. Tomorrow, I will wake up early, I will go for a run, then I will have breakfast. This practical application of English helps you use the language for organizing your thoughts and actions. It makes English a tool for efficiency in your daily life. It is not just for speaking or reading, but for managing your responsibilities. This also helps you learn useful vocabulary related to planning, scheduling, and tasks. It encourages you to think about verb tenses, especially future tense, in a very practical way. For example, I will do this, I am going to do that. This structured thinking in English strengthens your grammatical understanding naturally. It makes English relevant to your goals and your productivity. When you use English to plan, you are not just learning the language, you are living it. This integration of English into your planning process transforms it from a mere academic exercise into a functional component of your daily life, reinforcing its utility and making your mental to-do lists naturally English. This deepens your practical engagement with the language, turning foresight and organization into an ongoing language learning opportunity. Step 11. Engage with English media actively. Don't just passively consume English movies, music, or books. Try to engage with them actively in your mind. For a movie, after watching a scene, pause and think, what just happened? Why did that character say that? What will happen next? Try to predict the story in English. If you are listening to music, try to understand the lyrics and think about their meaning in English. If you are reading a book, think about the character's motivations or the author's message. I think the main character is feeling angry. This part of the story is very exciting. This active engagement turns passive consumption into a thinking exercise. It makes you a more critical and reflective user of the language. It helps you understand nuances and deeper meanings. It also expands your vocabulary and understanding of how English is used in different contexts, from casual conversations in movies to poetic language in songs. This process makes English learning an enjoyable exploration rather than a forced study session. It shows you how rich and diverse the English language is. This active mental processing transforms entertainment into a powerful language learning tool, enabling deeper comprehension and fostering a more analytical approach to English communication. It encourages you to not just hear or read English, but to truly interpret and internalize it. Step 12. Connect English to your memory. When you try to remember something, try to recall it in English. For example, if you are trying to remember a friend's birthday, think, when is Sarah's birthday? Oh, it's in July. July 15th. If you are trying to remember something you learned in a class, try to recall the information using English concepts and terms. This exercise strengthens the connection between your memories and the English language. It makes English the language of your inner thoughts, even when you are trying to access information stored in your brain. This also helps you organize your knowledge in English. It makes retrieval of information in English faster and more natural. This is particularly useful for students or professionals who need to recall facts and figures in English. It helps build a mental database where information is stored and accessed in English, reducing the need for translation. This process effectively rewires your memory to function within an English framework, making recall more immediate and less effortful. It reinforces the idea that English is not just for new learning, but also for accessing and organizing existing knowledge, making your internal information retrieval process a truly English one. Step 13. Practice inner monologue with self-correction. As you practice thinking in English, you will make mistakes in your mind. This is completely normal and even good. When you notice a mistake in your inner monologue, try to correct it in English right away. For example, if you think, he go to the store, then immediately correct yourself. No, it should be, he goes to the store. Or if you think, I am hunger, correct it to, I am hungry. This self-correction process is incredibly powerful. It's like having a private English teacher inside your head. You are actively learning from your own errors without any judgment from others. This helps to solidify correct grammar and vocabulary in your mind. It makes your brain more aware of the nuances of English. It turns every thinking moment into a learning opportunity. This continuous feedback loop helps to refine your internal English and makes it more accurate over time. It teaches your brain to catch its own mistakes, which is a key part of becoming fluent and confident. This active self-editing strengthens neural pathways, making the correct English forms more automatic and accessible in your daily thoughts and eventual spoken communication. It's a personal journey of refinement, making your internal voice increasingly precise and natural. Step 14. Translate from English to English. Sometimes you might encounter a new English word or phrase. Instead of translating it into your first language, try to define or explain it in simple English. For example, if you see the word elated, don't think very happy in your language. Instead, try to think elated means extremely happy or joyful. If you encounter a complex sentence, try to rephrase it in simpler English sentences in your mind. This exercise forces your brain to stay in English. It helps you build a deeper understanding of English vocabulary and concepts without relying on your native tongue as a crutch. This process also improves your ability to explain things clearly in English, which is a valuable skill for both speaking and writing. It trains your mind to think in synonyms and descriptions within English itself, broadening your active vocabulary. This internal rephrasing enhances your ability to understand and express complex ideas entirely within the English framework, thereby solidifying your cognitive comfort and fluency in the language. It promotes a more holistic understanding of the language, where meaning is derived from English itself rather than through translation. Step 15. Create scenarios and role play in your mind. Imagine different situations and play out conversations in your head, entirely in English. For example, you might imagine you are ordering food at a restaurant. Hello, I would like to order a pizza. What kind of toppings do you have? I will have pepperoni and mushrooms. Or imagine you are asking for directions. Excuse me, how can I get to the train station? Is it far from here? This mental role-playing is fantastic practice for real-life conversations. It helps you anticipate common phrases and responses. It allows you to practice different social interactions in English without any pressure. You can experiment with different ways of saying things and see what feels most natural. This also helps reduce anxiety about speaking English in public because you have already practiced many situations in your mind. It builds confidence and readiness. The more scenarios you imagine, the more prepared you will be for actual English conversations. This imaginative exercise transforms your thoughts into a dynamic training ground where you can safely rehearse and refine your linguistic responses for various social and practical situations. It's a powerful way to bridge the gap between internal thought and external communication, making you feel more prepared and competent when the real moment arrives. Step 16. Reflect on your learning in English. At the end of each day, take a few minutes to think about your English learning journey. Do this thinking in English. For example, you might think, today I learned a new word, resilient. I tried to think in English more during my commute. I found it a bit difficult when I was tired, but I will try again tomorrow. Reflect on what went well and what you can improve. This self-reflection helps you stay motivated and aware of your progress. It reinforces the idea that English is a continuous learning process. It also helps you set new, realistic goals for your English thinking practice. This metacognition, or thinking about your thinking, is a high-level skill that strengthens your connection to the language and makes your learning more intentional. It encourages you to be your own guide and to take ownership of your English journey. This conscious evaluation, conducted entirely in English, transforms your learning experience into a strategic, self-directed endeavor, ensuring consistent progress and a deeper understanding of your linguistic development. It consolidates your daily experiences into concrete learning points, solidifying your commitment and improving your strategic approach to fluency. We have now covered 16 valuable steps to help you think in English. We want you to feel a connection to this process, understanding that every small thought in English builds towards a more confident and fluent you. Thinking in English isn't just a skill. It's a way to unlock a deeper part of yourself within this global language. It's about finding your authentic voice in English, allowing your emotions, ideas, and personality to flow freely without the barrier of translation. Embrace this journey with an open heart and a curious mind. You are not just learning a language. You are opening a new door to the world and to a more expansive version of yourself. This shift from translating to truly thinking in English is where real freedom in the language begins. It's where your inner world starts to beautifully merge with the English one, making every word you speak, read, and hear resonate with a deeper, personal meaning.